You said that you're also I think on your OF it says you love being a plastic doll.
Yeah.
Help me. These are your words. Help me grow and achieve my perfect bimbo body. I want to go much, much bigger.
Yeah.
All tips go towards surgery. I will not spend a dime on anything else. So what precisely, when it comes to the cosmetic surgery, do you want to do? Like, you want to get a revision?
Yeah, so I want to get like
boobs?
3 to 4 BBLs.
Come on, you're trolling, right?
No.
3 to 4.
Yeah, so that's just I gain weight and then I get lipo again.
So you just get fat. You intentionally get fatter.
Yes.
You eat a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
and
right
then you continue to add it. So let's get into some of the pre-show notes here. So we have quite a few, so I'll try to get through them as quick as possible. Let's start with Nina. Nina, that's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nina.
Actually, you know what? Hold on, Nina. I have to hold it for just a sec. We will come to your notes. Sophia.
Yeah.
In your pre-show notes, you said you've hardly dated. So, but you said that you haven't dated. So is it hardly dated, or?
No, I've never dated.
Have you texted with a dude, or?
I mean, I guess I tried, but I mean, I haven't looked like this for a while. So before that, I wouldn't talk to anyone.
Okay. So let's get into that. So when you say you look like this, so you have a what?
I have a boob job and a BBL.
Okay. Anything else, like lip filler or anything like that?
No, lipo on my chin as well.
Chin lipo. Okay. So chin lipo.
I want that.
Fake.
Right.
Boobs, yeah.
Fake boobs, and then the BBL.
That's lipo.
How old were you when you got those procedures?
18. Yeah.
Okay.
I made the appointment after my birthday.
And you turned 18 in November, right? Okay, so you got it in November?
Yeah.
December? Okay. You got it all at the same time, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the DR.
Oh, that was my next question. I was wondering where she went.
Dominican
Did
Republic.
you
Dominican
do
Republic.
the BBL? Do they take
Fat from my stomach and my back. Yeah, it's at 360.
Okay.
Did you pay for that with your Walmart job?
Yeah, I've been working since I was 14 to saving up for this look.
Wait,
Yeah.
so-
Specifically for the
Yeah, well,
since
yeah.
14?
Yeah, I saw models growing up that I really liked. Kim Kardashian. I loved her look, so I started looking up how she looked that way. Learned what a BBL was, boob
Damn.
job.
So this was always the plan.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, not the OF, but then I
ruining
realized.
a generation of.
I guess no, I like this look, and that's what I was going for.
And so wait, didn't you say you're like? Did you say you're homeless, or what did you say?
I was, yeah, as a teenager with my mom and my sisters. I was homeless, but I still had a job, and mostly like couch surfing, shelters, and all that stuff. Then she wasn't obviously a great mom, so I entered the foster care system. Yeah.
And is your dad in the picture? Or?
No.
Okay.
Single mom.
I see. Okay. You said in your Instagram bio it says that you're half Mexican, half Korean? Is your dad
the Korean one? Yeah.
Okay. Do you speak Korean? No, I'm assuming not.
25% Korean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not half.
Your mom, are you in touch with her?
No.
Okay. Is she aware that you do OF?
No, I haven't talked to
You
her
don't
in
talk to
like
her?
a year and a half.
And so when it comes to the plastic surgery, though, you wrote in your notes here, you haven't been on any dates, but one unique experience of yours is the dating world is totally different when it comes to how men have treated you before and after getting the plastic surgery, the boob job, BBL, chin surgery. Has that? You should have done one at a time and seen. Maybe it's all the chin.
What do you mean?
Like, forget the BBL and the fake tits. Now you're getting all this attention because of the chin
well, it's
job.
not chin. No.
Or
it's just fat.
the whatever that's called. I don't know what it is.
Lipo.
Yeah, no, but what's that?
Double
The
chin?
gullet?
Gizzard.
The gizzard.
Yeah, you look great.
No, I think she looks amazing.
Yeah, from my opinion, you look great.
But before that, you said you got close to no attention from men. Maybe you said maybe one or two guys ever asked for your phone number, and you rarely get DM'd on Instagram. Now that you've gone through these surgeries, you get guys that will come up to you on a daily basis asking to chat, get your number, and you get probably like 20 DMs a day on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I mean, couldn't part of this be, I mean, you got all these procedures as soon as you turned 18, perhaps you were less active on social media. Maybe you should have given it a couple years to really be able to make a determination when it comes to attention from the opposite sex.
Well, I don't mind the attention. That's not my priority right now.
Okay. All right.
Did you know you wanted to do OF as soon as you turned 18?
A few years ago when it started really popping off, because I know this kind of look really does get the attention. So before I wanted the plastic surgery because I love the look, right? But then I realized that I could profit from it on OF. So yeah,
That's what I was wondering.
You said a Twitter post of yours reads, "If I was the president, I'd make plastic surgery free."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brazil does that.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
one.
Brazil does.
I'm pretty
what?
sure. Yeah. I mean,
What?
don't
Well, then
quote
we
me.
never get to have
actually-
surgery. It's like,
Like yeah, but not yeah.
if we want surgery, we
I think
can do it.
one a year. It's like part of their healthcare.
Yes. Yes.
Is that
Yes,
is that real?
totalmente. Totally.
Like,
yes,
crazy.
I am with you. And actually, I
Wait,
don't
you're
think
with her on what?
with the surgery,
Into the mic, guys, into the mic.
Thank you.
about the surgeries. That's getting better for our women. What is wrong on that?
Well, why?
Wait, so hold on.
Yes.
If you
why?
want it, why not?
Why
Yeah,
not?
but
Wait,
why
but
should
are we
it
still
be
talking?
free if you want
Are
it?
we
Why not?
Hold on.
Why not?
It should
Hold on.
only be-
Hold on. Are we still talking about? You said you'd make plastic surgery free, so taxpayer funded.
Healthcare, yeah, part of the healthcare.
I have a
It should
question.
Plastic surgery is not healthcare.
I have a
Some
question.
plastic
That's like
surgery
saying
is,
you
but
should
it
get
should
your
be
hair
well,
done
not
for
paying for
free
that.
and your nails done
California
for
right
How
now,
about
yes.
this? How about this? The surgeries that she's gotten, was it healthcare?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is in the state of California, I think there's certain transgender surgeries and
We're not talking
breast
about
aug-
that. Are
Well,
we
you just said
talking-
surgery isn't healthcare. I was saying there's
have a
specific
question.
circumstances
Yeah,
which it is.
I mean, I don't think that that's healthcare though.
I mean, I can't speak to that, but like you can get your
Yeah, I
boobs
don't, that
done.
even the trans surgeries wouldn't be healthcare.
You can get a breast
I have a
reduction if your
question.
boobs are too big and it's causing back problems.
So if, like,
that's a medical.
if
that's like
surgeries
a
are
medical
free, would
procedure.
like other women's health procedures be free? Like stuff that's like more like natural, like pap smears or birth control.
Hold on, let's stick on topic here. So, plastic surgery should be free. Who's in favor of this at the table?
I think medically necessary plastic surgery.
I think they're like it depends.
Which is like 1% of plastic surgery?
Yeah,
Okay, so what about the other 99% of plastic surgery that's purely cosmetic?
you got to pay for that.
Oh, okay. But you're in favor of, you want BBL free, you want fake boobs
Yeah,
free, correct?
I love
Right.
it. It's really done wonders for me. I feel so much more confident and beautiful. So I think why shouldn't other people feel the way I do?
Well, they can
Because
pay
they
for
don't,
it.
well, because they don't want to pay for it, right? Like other people don't want to pay for you, even if it makes you feel wonderful. Like it's not their responsibility to pay for you, right?
And also, like, you grew up thinking that you needed that to be beautiful because you grew up seeing Kim K have it, and then you had that doubts in your mind.
Not really. I mean, I wasn't insecure before. It's like customizing your own character.
One
you
sec,
know?
guys. Hold on.
But why would that be healthcare covered?
Anyways, plastic surgery for free. Who's in favor? Show of hands. Who's in favor? Plastic surgery for free?
With my caveat.
like
so.
in the middle.
Depends
the situation.
Like
of
if
each
it's gonna be
individual.
free, then all the other healthcare situations should be free. Like
Pap smears
How
and
about
stuff
like
are free
less
though.
money,
No.
less expensive?
Under Medi-Cal and Medicare.
depends on
I think
your
it depends on the individual.
No way. No way.
Wait, I'm just curious.
Situation, yeah.
So going back to your thing about like how after the surgeries you got way more attention than you ever gotten before them. Do you have before and after photos that we could look at?
Yes.
Because I think on your IG there's only like after photos.
I have one with like a bra and underwear on,
Okay.
or I mean, I can
When
pull
you
up
go,
my phone.
you don't have to do it now, but when you go back there, maybe just like make a note. Well,
Yeah.
we can take a look. Okay. Because I'm just curious, like if there was how big the change was, but you said that you're also in your, I think on your OF it says you love being a plastic doll.
Yeah.
Help me. These are your words. Help me grow and achieve my perfect bimbo body. I want to go much, much bigger.
Yeah.
All tips go towards surgery. I will not spend a dime on anything else. So what precisely when it comes to the cosmetic surgery do you want to do? Like you want to get a revision?
Yeah, so I want to
Fake
get like
boobs?
3 to 4 BBLs.
Come on, you're trolling, right?
No.
3 to 4.
Yeah, so that's just I gain weight and then I get lipo
So you
again.
just get fat. You intentionally get fatter.
Yes.
You eat a lot.
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
then
doing
you
right now.
continue to add it. Why don't you just like?
Do you know Gracie Bond?
No idea.
You can donate it too. Like
Oh well, she's had like Gracie Bond. She's had like I
The
don't know,
one
3
that
to 4
needs
airplane
2
girl?
airplane seats.
Yeah.
oh yes.
Oh,
She's hot.
that she has a BBL, right?
Oh yeah. No, she's had like 3 or 4.
That's I know who you're talking
She
about.
has
That's
a
ridiculous.
lipo, so like
Yeah.
she will get like her thighs are natural because it's just her.
So you want to look like her?
Pretty much, yeah. Or Aubrey Lee.
It's hard to get fat for some people. Like I actually wanted more
drink
fat. so I
gain-
could put it in my
gaining
face.
shakes.
No one talking about that men's for real like it.
Yeah,
girls
men
like
love
that.
that.
Yes, everyone say no. I like a skinny girl, white girl, da da da
Yeah,
da da.
they
And
want
what
the-
about the
Who are they
curvy
following on their
Latinas
like,
and
secret
everything?
account?
That's true.
So come on.
They want the girl that takes up 2
Yes,
seats.
exacto. Yeah.
Aubrey Nee is like a more realistic goal of mine. She has such a tiny little waist and a
And do you
big
want
ass.
to do the
Yeah, I do want to go a bit bigger.
the
Yeah, not a bit.
bazongas? You want to go?
Bazongas.
Bigger. I do want a bigger ass than boobs, but
So how many boob jobs are you gonna get?
2 or 3.
To each their own. To
All
each their
right,
own.
does anybody else here have any plastic surgery? Any plastic?
No.
Abigail,
I've gotten a nose job.
nose job? Any plastic surgery? boobs?
Obviously.
Butt?
No. Just
Okay.
boobs. They look
And
great.
plastic surgery?
Yes, I do, and I am very proud of that because it's so many in the world, so insecurity about that, and it is what it is. Why
So
not?
you got the boobs.
Yes.
And we paid for it ourselves.
BBL?
No.
No BBL.
No BBL.
Okay.
No.
Lips? Any lip?
No, thanks God, no.
Lip filler?
Natural.
Lip filler?
Natural.
This face is
No
natural.
lip?
Yes.
No lip filler? Okay.
No, nothing.
Anything?
If I could get a BBL, I would though.
I will have
Natty.
it. I live
Yeah, why not? If you can afford it,
crazy.
get it.
It's not that I don't have enough body fat.
So you're going to go much, much bigger. Okay.
I'm a skeleton. Yeah, give me some.
And then I think final note here for you. So, okay, you said you're open to talking about any topics at all. You guess you want to talk about body count. What are your views there?
Well, I personally wouldn't want a high body count.
In a guy or yourself?
Myself.
Okay.
Or a guy. I think there's an extreme. I could get, I don't know, insecure, or you could start getting like a sex addiction where you can start cheating, you know, because you just crave something that becomes an addiction.
Okay. All right.
I would prefer a lower body count for both parties.
Sure. I did see, though, you wrote on your page, BG is coming soon. So do you have a plan? Like, you're going to film it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably my highest donor.
You're going to lose your virginity to your... Okay, so you're a prostitute.
Will you still call yourself a virgin after that?
No, of
No,
course
she's
not.
well, definitely. Yeah.
I was just wondering because I'm a virgin and people always ask me.
Wow.
Long
Whoa, hold on.
Wait,
Are you
really?
guys laughing at? Are you laughing at him?
Wow.
They're laughing. Are you going to tolerate this?
I've been getting that my whole
I mean,
life.
she's tolerating what you're saying.
I'm not
So
laughing
many
at-
fetiches is coming tonight for you.
I'm just
Well,
surprised.
people laugh because they don't. Some people don't believe it, but then some people laugh because
I
they're
kind of
like,
believe it.
Oh, you're,
He's very focused
you're
on his
Christian,
fitness.
right?
I am. Yes.
Are you Catholic? Are you what?
I am Presbyterian.
Presbyterian? Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
I'm
she's
just
a virgin.
surprised.
We'll get that beat out of you. This-
Oh, Andrew's gonna.
You're Orthodox, right?
Orthodox. Yeah.
Are you waiting till marriage?
I am. Yes.
Okay, I was
but
just surprised.
people always ask me. They're like, "What does it mean to be a virgin? Like, how far have you gone?"
yeah.
You know, and so a lot of people consider stuff like that not having lost your virginity. So
How long was your longest relationship?
my longest relationship was about 2 years, and it was pretty on and off, kind of like Nina, very on and off.
All right.
Were they also
That's why I was
religious?
surprised.
What was that?
Were they also religious?
Every woman that I have dated seriously has been a Christian. Yes.
But not the ones you
okay.
dated
They believe in the
unseriously?
same morals
Sorry, what was
as
that?
you.
But not the ones you've dated unseriously?
I have, I haven't taken things seriously with anybody except other people of the faith.
Wow, but this is not much. Virgin and you selecting when you don't even know. Excuse me, when you have good connection with people is when you can say something. Not just, oh, I meet you, I am dating you every day, kiss, 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 and like this. Every day, everything like this. Kiss, 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 like this.
Can you here? Can you say it in Spanish?
This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. All right. What did you say? Can you say?
It's something I doesn't understand about him is you say you've been dating for 2 years, right? So in that's 2 years, what
I'm
are you
single
doing?
now.
Oh, okay.
I'm single
And the
now.
time you was dating?
I was in a relationship with a girl. The relationship in total lasted about a year and a
Okay.
half to a
So-
year and 8 months. And during that time, no, we did not have
nothing.
sex
Just
at all.
kiss, and that's beautiful.
I do
moment.
kiss,
Oh, I understand. Me, I hate this. It's so disgusting. Depends how people have their mouth. It's not nice.
Wait,
so
you're saying
respect
kissing?
your point. I respect your point
She
for
couldn't
real.
just kiss.
Oh.
She wouldn't be able to wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my strong
I see.
accent.
No, I understand it
You'd
now.
just rather have sex with them immediately? Is that what you mean? Like instead of kissing them? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, have you ever? Question for you, following off of what Andrew said. Have you ever had sex with a guy but didn't kiss him?
Of course, yes.
That's a
I don't
European
like
thing.
It. I don't like it. And the people watching to me now, they can say yes, that's true.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't. I prefer do another thing with my mouth than kiss somebody because
Is it more like romantic for you?
no more than romantic because I am not romantic really woman. I am coming from Europe and we are very open mind. We don't have this type of topics. Oh yes, love or whatever. No, it is what it is. And thank you. Bye bye.
Definitely a European thing.
Have you had a lot of bad
Great.
kissers then? That's why?
Great.
No, it's not that. It's not that because actually I like it pretty boys. I don't like it even ugly boys.
Voice?
No, I don't like it ugly boys. I don't like it.
Boys?
Yes,
Boys.
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 Ah.
Ugly boys with ugly boys.
Yes.
I can understand.
La voz?
That's cool.
No, no.
No quiere feos.
Hey, Brian,
Okay, boys.
Boys.
give me 20 minutes here. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, all good. You can just hide it there, Damien. We have a chat coming in here. Ogle, thank you,
Ogle
man.
donated $200. This BBL obsession is a sickness that I hope modern-day women are cured of soon. Most well-done surveys show that over 70% of men prefer a natural woman,
Yep.
even with less curves and such.
Yup.
To
I
each
have
their
contention
own.
with that comment.
What's your contention? Thank you, Ogle, by the way. Thank you.
Ogle and other people say that, but that's not who they pay money to on the internet and who they subscribe to.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of guys that follow me that aren't their main accounts. You know, it's their secret desires, their fetishes, and that's the truth.
Yeah, I don't think you've done anything to actually refute Ogle's point here. So,
He
can a
said
woman...
70% of men prefer someone with a natural body. If that's not what they're putting their energy into in terms of who they're following, who they're liking, who they're paying money to, that doesn't really
Yeah, what's the
align.
population of the United States?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, so if we take 30% of that, that's like millions and millions of people. So like, wouldn't that be a sufficient number of people to like have an interest in these kinds of women to the point that they think, oh, all men must like this?
It's not all
Most
men. It's just a
men.
majority of men say one thing, but then their actions are put towards a different type of body type than what is coming out of their mouth.
I also
What
feel
I
like
mean, so you have encountered men who say, I don't find this attractive, and then like, what do you see? What are you pointing towards?
Well, they'll say that they want like natural women and stuff like that, or low makeup and things like that, but then they follow and like Instagram photos of like BBLs,
Or they're
heavier
just not
makeup.
aware.
Yeah,
that most
yeah.
people lie about their plastic
I actually
Yes.
think
surgeries.
this-
And
Yeah,
after
right, yeah.
Latinas, Instagram is full of DM and say, "Oh no, I like it, the skinny one." So that's not much.
yeah, and
We
then they
have
pick
accepted
they
it.
pick the skinny one only to cheat on them with the
Exactly.
with the other ones.
I think most
That's
men don't
very
even
normal.
realize like what's natural and what's not nowadays.
I
fair
mean,
point.
Peaches was like, "Is that your natural body?" No, like I'm honest.
Like, I feel
I'm not
like-
gonna lie to you and say, "Oh yeah, I went to the gym. You can achieve this look." Like, you can't.
I think that a lot of guys that say that are actually lying, and I think a lot of them have underlying porn addictions that
Yes.
have made them
Yes.
lean towards that side of things. I think it's also very easy for a guy to say, I prefer a natural woman with curves, but that's also
BS.
just very irregular to, for a lot of people to have
And
an
it's so
hourglass
normal
figure.
for people to cheat on their wives, and the wife can be natural and everything, but at the end of the day, they cheat on the low. Like, it's so normal nowadays.
Or you can just feel ashamed because, I mean, there is like a negative connotation or a negative perspective to plastic surgery that you feel like, oh, I shouldn't like that.
Yeah. Ogle, do you think you could, I don't know if you can send us
Another
the
200.
study? If you can send us the study so we can actually look at it, because she says that she thinks it's perhaps dubious. So like if we could actually look at the study,
Please.
that could be helpful. Kai Baka, thank you for the gifted 20 subs. Really appreciate
like,
it. Thank
a
you so much. Over there on Twitch, yeah.
A lot of girls like that do like our work, they literally like will pretend like they don't get anything done, and then like they do.
Make
you
it seem
know?
like they are natural so that
So like
men feel like, oh yeah, I
at
do
least
like
you're being
natural.
like, yeah, like you're tweeting it, like you're like, yeah, I get all this done, you know.
So I have a question for, Sophia. I forgot your name. Eva, thank you. Would you like it if a man was on performance enhancing drugs, like steroids, because those are pretty common in South America as well?
This is the situation because in Spain, people like it a lot, take care of themselves and everything. So we women recognize right away when men just use this to get an attention, But in my case, for example, I can recognize men when they are well for beautiful things.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, you?
I prioritize health, So if you're healthy, if you're not taking a really high dose where you're going to kill yourself or hurting your heart, then I'm fine with that. I mean, once I start getting bigger, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do cardio. So my heart is healthy, So yeah, if I find a guy that's on steroids and he feels good and he likes the way he looks, then yeah, why not?
Very interesting.
We have another one just to follow up here from Ogle. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Ogle donated $200. Last comment on this from me. You guys are mixing up what a man will have sex with versus what he will end up with. You can be one or the other, I guess. Pick a choice.
Okay, but is it like sleeping with a woman your foot in the door to dating them? Isn't that what a lot of guys say?
Wait, hold on.
So you'll date me, but you
do you
won't
think
have sex with
men, all the women that men sleep with, they're going into that sexual encounter with the intention of being in a long-term relationship with her?
No.
Or don't you think it's actually more likely than not that when a man is pursuing a sexual interaction with a woman, it's probably not for long-term?
It's probably not, but it's a foot in the door to that
Well,
direction.
yeah, sure.
I
but
would disagree with
that. I mean, he's just pointing out that they'll have sex with these women, but long-term,
But even if that's the case, it's still a distraction to the ultimate goal if you're trying to be in a relationship.
And they'll tell you up front if if they don't want a relationship with you, like you kind of choose it. I don't choose to have a relationship with guys because they know what I do.
Well, what about this? We have Metro Matt coming in here.
You have to be so upfront
Metro
for
Matt
what you are.
donated $200. Women who get work are insecure with themselves, and that's enough of a red flag in and of itself. Stay natural, ladies. Us men appreciate it.
Okay, what's wrong with being insecure about something and fixing it, though?
I mean, if you're fat, you go to the gym because you want to look a certain way. I wanted to look a certain way. It doesn't mean I'm insecure with my last body. I do think I got hotter. But so what?
To each their own. I feel like everyone's insecure. I feel like he's saying it in a bad way, like a negative way, but I think that everyone is insecure about something and they can work towards something and like make it better. So
You might want to punch me after I say this, but couldn't you have went to the gym to get your butt?
Not really.
Not like that.
Again, to each their own.
No.
Maybe not. That's a good point, Abigail. Maybe not like her butt, but like, can you get a nice butt in the gym? Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I was going for an extreme look.
Okay.
That's the look I like.
Yeah.
I can't go to the gym
Like
to
your
get
boobs
bigger.
look great.
Thank
Like
you.
I can't see your butt.
Oh,
like you're sitting.
I'll stand up
But-
later.
How about this? Do you guys think that a guy who didn't want to date a girl because she had plastic surgery, do you think that that's
totally
like,
fair. I mean, we
wrong,
all have our own boundaries, you know?
Right. Like I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't date a ginger.
That's fair.
Okay.
Like,
Wow.
I mean, we all have preferences. So I mean,
Are you a ginger?
Why? Just curious. Why? I'm
I
not
mean,
ginger.
it's just not my type. Like we have types.
Yeah.
I think that's
What's
like.
your type?
I have like 2 different types.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Drug dealer
It really
is one?
depends. No. No.
Okay.
So it's like a light skin or.
What is that? You mean a light-skinned black guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Or like a white, like blue eyes.
Oh, yes.
Brunette?
Like, yeah, like brunette.
Like light dirty brown?
Yeah, like blondish hair, like 2 complete different types. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to the mix.
I honestly think if more people
Like 2 complete
met in
different
person, this would be the case.
I have a question
All right.
for you. So
Yeah, go ahead.
you said you wanted to go for the extreme look. Was that something you always wanted, or is that something you decided on because you knew you were going into OnlyFans? So what made you like
I mean,
that?
at first I wanted like a Kim K look for sure, Nicki Minaj. I think throughout the years I got more comfortable, and like now that I have it, like I thought these boobs were going to be too big for me. I got 850 cc, which is the biggest you could get in one round, and I was like, okay, if it's the biggest, that's what I want. But they might look too big. Now that I have them and they've settled, I want more. So I think throughout the years I have. I mean, I didn't know Gracie Bond 3 years ago. I didn't know Aubrey Nee 2 years ago. So I think the more I've been exposed, I'm like, that looks really good. I want to look like that.
What draws you to the extreme look, though, which is what I'm wondering?
Yeah. Me personally, I like it, but also good money.
I feel like it's gonna make you more money.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's my goal.
So if you were influenced by other women on the internet, you would have never had plastic surgery.
I don't think so. I think society also has like beauty standards. So it's not just social media. It's everywhere. It's always been a thing,
Yeah. No, I just want to understand because like I don't have any work done, but if I were to get work done, like I would, want it to look as natural as possible. Like my thing is like if they could tell that it's fake, I don't want it. Like my eyelashes, for example, they're lash extensions.
Oh, they
a lot
look
of people
great.
say you
Yeah.
can't really tell, and that's the look I was going for.
Yeah, you're just
So,
enhancing your own.
yeah,
look.
so
Yeah,
I
that
just
makes
wanted
sense.
to know like the opposite
And
perspective.
plus, they are fake. You pay for that. So they
Yeah, I
already
mean, the
used.
BBL, it's real. It's my own fat, guys. It's just transferred.
Your lashes look really good.
Thank you.
Hi.
Can I?
Hi.
So cute.
We're the man at the table, so go ahead and ask the
Okay,
lady.
fantastic. Well, I have another question for you. So you said that you're all pretty much in this for the money. Will you ever get to a point where you're satisfied with how much money you have?
When I can like fully retire.
Okay, so what would that look like? What's the goal?
28, 29.
Okay, so your goal would be to retire at 28 years old. Kids in the future?
Maybe. I have my younger sisters, and I'm basically raising them. I want to adopt them. So I don't know.
So family, husband eventually?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I mean, I want to meet someone organically. I don't want to meet someone on social media. I do think social media has ruined the dating scene. So I want to get to know someone, and obviously they need to be okay with what I do, the job I do, the way I look, obviously. So if they're okay with those boundaries and they have the same morals as me, of course.
So by the age of 28, do you plan to keep your body count under a certain number so that, like you said, you'll be able to have a lower body count when going into a relationship?
Well, by that time, I hope I'm in a loving relationship.
Okay, so by that that time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would want someone that's okay with my work and maybe even willing to do it with me, you know?
Okay,
I don't want to
gotcha.
sleep around with a bunch of guys.
Very interesting.
Do you plan to?
One sec.
Jason Castle donated $200.
Thank you, Jason.
Chair
Appreciate
3, there are approximately 166 million men in the US. 30% of that is about 50 million. There is a good chance the men that like fake bitches is from the 50 million.
Perro.
Most men don't like fake women.
Most men don't like women.
Since you dispute these
Because no has the money.
Hold on,
thinking
hold
about
on.
like the gays.
Hold on. Stop. Since you have some disputes over the 70% figure that Ogle mentioned, I guess what percentage of men do you think maybe, I don't know if this would be the right phrasing, prefer the whole fake look over natural? Or you give us your own percentages.
It's hard because I don't know, so I would have to see like exactly what study he's talking about, what's the demographic, what's the regions, and what's the percentage and things like that. That is just something that I've seen or experienced in my personal life and seen on the internet. So having a set percentage, I can't even begin to speculate.
Do you think it's a majority of men, so 51% or more?
I think a majority of men either wander with their eyes or engage online by liking or following, etc., in women that have these extreme body types. Now, I'm not saying that they like are DMing them or things like that, but I do think that most men are probably subscribing to that or like liking that and putting their energy towards that, which feeds the algorithm, and then you slowly get society pushing that everywhere, even if it's the minority of how most people live their lives.
Okay.
But also, I think
Does that make sense?
I think it's okay if you don't like a person that has plastic surgery. I'll just find someone that likes me.
Do you plan to invest your money into anything with the money you make on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like.
She wants to just reinvest it in
Housing.
herself. She is her
Not
own
Trump
business.
coin?
Like, she is her own
No, not
Yeah, like
Bitcoin.
she's real estate.
Yeah. I mean, I'd
anything
have
like
to
that.
educate myself on that. But yeah, I don't want the money I've earned and all my hard work to go to waste. Especially because I don't plan on doing OnlyFans for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Okay.
For
What else do you want to do?
Sorry, what was your decision to enter into the TikTok shop thing and sort of hustle? Did you ever consider doing OnlyFans and getting into that side of things?
I actually had an ex that had a fetish with OnlyFans girls, and he tried to like pressure me into it, but it just never was my thing.
You don't have like morals that were keeping you from doing it or anything like that?
It wasn't my thing. I was a cosmetic and hair model ever since I was 16. So I always liked to do my own thing. When it came to me starting my modeling career, I've always been very independent, and that's why I became a casting director, because now I know how to place girls in a way that they don't get taken advantage of, and they can make money without having to do a little bit extra and maybe getting taken advantage of. So I'm the middle person. I know the risks of both ends, and I just chose to keep it in the production industry because I felt like because somebody pressured me so much into getting into that environment, I was like, F that. I don't want to do it. I kind of got a little bit of anger towards it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be straightforward. When a boyfriend, is trying to get you in there, it's because he had a lineup of girls that he was like, I want you to be like this girl. And I'm like, no I don't want to fucking do that. And I'm going to
be comfortable with. Absolutely.
Yo, Mimo, thank you for the gifted 50 subs on Twitch, man. Thank you so much, man. That's very generous of you. I guess final question on the plastic surgery thing, and I'm going to move it along. Would you guys date a guy who got pec implants, ab implants, and bicep implants?
No. I've seen some pretty bad ones.
If they look good.
I don't know if I would.
Yeah, the synthol injections where their biceps like out to here.
It's really bad.
Would you date?
I would. I don't know. I don't think so. They could probably work out and get the same result. I feel like in the end of the day, it depends. Well, how big they want to get it.
Do you think that like there are some mental issues that go into that?
What'd you say?
Do you think that there are some mental issues that would go along with a man that injects his muscles with?
Oh yeah, I know
a ton
that
of
people
synthol?
that do roids have a lot of anger issues and are more like stuff like that. So I don't know. If he was probably.
What do you think? Like if you saw a guy that had, like Brian said, like pec implants or like synthol injections, would you think this guy's probably not all there?
I think
yes,
I'd
but
want
I'm okay
a
with
guy
that.
that goes to the gym, just because that takes like a lot of work and dedication. So I think it shows them that they have a work ethic, And you guys are probably like, you should have gone to the gym too. But if they look good, I guess you do you, bae.
Would any of you think it's like mental illness though?
Kind of.
I think
I would date somebody with a jaw like a man with a jaw like
I
that.
think it's a lot easier to do that than to get injections for men.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be
just
my
feel like it's
physical
unnecessary
preference,
for
but
men.
if I
I've
liked
never
him,
seen
I'd
like
get
a
over
man
it.
get like their eyebrows threaded. They think it's like the worst pain ever.
I took my brother to get his eyebrows started. He didn't talk to me for a week.
Yeah, like they're like I couldn't imagine like
They could not
getting
get a
like
boob
any
job.
work done. Like
I would date somebody with a jaw lipo. That's
and like
okay.
when like my dad, yes, I have a dad, but like when he acts like when he has like the slightest cold, he acts like it's the end of the world. So I couldn't imagine him getting like a BBL and like laying there for a week. He would be like, oh my god, like I'm in so much pain. Like he couldn't like do the recovery process at all. So
I just think a lot of women would look at a guy who had those plastic surgery procedures and be like, you probably wouldn't find it aesthetically attractive, and then you'd also think, okay, this guy's like mentally ill. That's kind of how I think when it comes to women who have plastic surgery.
Like he stares at himself too much in the mirror.
Surgery, though? Like all plastic surgery or just the extreme looks?
It's a sliding scale.
Because what if you couldn't tell and you found out like way later? You'd been dating them for a year and
I
they're
can
like,
tell.
oh, I
No, I
got
can
a
tell.
nose
But the
job.
jaw lipo is fine. I think I'm okay with the jaw lipo. Like a guy that gets jaw lipo is okay.
Let's
Are you okay with
here.
like hair transplants for guys?
Oh my god, I dated someone.
I mean,
That was so obvious.
Yes.
I think girls are
Please,
even starting
guys,
to fool me.
do
Like,
it.
I'll be scrolling like on TikTok and like I'm seeing like girls getting like boob jobs and lipo, and I'm like, holy, like I didn't even like recognize it. Like it's getting like more and more like unrecognizable.
And
The
the
sausage
sausage
lips.
lips.
So what was your
I
question?
just want to let you know, you said about
Hi.
5 sentences there, and you said like 16 times. I just want to
did?
let
Who,
you know
me?
that.
Who?
Yeah, I
Abigail?
have really bad grammar.
Yeah.
I am from Ohio, guys.
She
so.
is from Ohio. She is from Ohio.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Well, if you let's say theoretically your detector failed and you were dating someone and a year down the road they were like, oh yeah, I have had a nose job or lip filler, like, but you didn't notice. Are you gonna be like, that's it, call it off?
Well, again, it goes to the degree of what they've gotten. Some procedures are more invasive than others. Rhinoplasty, not super invasive. Lip filler, not super invasive. I can tell if a girl's had lip filler. Maybe there's some that's minimal, but like if you look at them from the side, the lip protrudes in such a way that never naturally occurs. Like if you look at a girl from the side, there's like a ridge.
The sausage lips.
Well, even if it's minimal, there's like a ridge that never naturally occurs. So lip filler is actually pretty obvious to me. But again, it's scales. Like, okay, breast implants, that's a bit more. Lipo, that's a bit more. BBL, that's going pretty far with it. And so I do think that these are probably proxy for some sort of mental illness.
But so you would immediately break up with them if you didn't know and then they told you?
Oh, so I got bamboozled.
Yes. You couldn't didn't tell and then they tell you later. Does that
Didn't
make
tell
sense?
what though?
You couldn't tell, like you didn't. I know you say you're really good at
but how do you
seeing
bring
it, but I'm
that
just
up?
saying if you didn't catch it.
Do you bring that up?
Wait, so just for the sake of like,
The hypothetical, is it that much of a deal breaker?
so one thing I'd like to try to avoid with these conversations is like going to like really kind of like extreme or like unrealistic scenarios. So like you can ask me like, what about this situation? So, okay, be precise. What surgeries does she have that I'm not aware of? And I've been dating her for a year.
Sometimes she got a boob job, and I know. Let's
I
just
would
say,
know.
but theoretically,
I would
in this
know.
hypothetical, you did not know. Would it be that much of a deal breaker? Where
How would I not know if I've been dating this girl for a
Okay,
year?
how-
I felt her boobs.
Do they
like
feel
it doesn't
different?
feel normal.
Okay,
if
I
you
mean,
have
And the
breast
dotting
implants.
on the body.
Have you
and
felt
stuff.
fake boobs?
well, yeah, but
They
the
do
point
not
isn't
feel
about the
normal.
fake boobs. I just picked a random surgery. It's just a plastic surgery. You could pick anyone you like if you
All right,
if
well,
you didn't
okay,
notice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would be a deal breaker.
There
yes.
you go. That's all I was wondering.
Yes.
That would not be a deal breaker for me.
If she bamboozled
If
you?
she lied about it, yeah, for sure. But if it was something that was so minor that it wasn't,
She giggles and like, surprise.
But you are virgin.
I feel like you're gonna have a really hard time finding a girl that isn't incredibly insecure about something. So yeah, I don't think that wouldn't bother me too much.
So I guess to answer your
But you think
question,
it's an omission? Like she was hiding it for a reason?
Yeah, if she was hiding it and she lied about it, like I said, that would be
She's
a
not
completely
lying about
different
it, she's
situation.
just omitting it because perhaps she, like in Brian's case, Brian's saying, okay, I don't like this. So the response from the gal is like, okay, but what if you really like this girl? And then you found out later that she had this work done and hadn't told you about it. Let's say Brian had never asked, so he has no idea. She didn't lie to him exactly, right? She just hid it. In this case, it would be she just hid it because she knows he doesn't like it, right? That's the case.
Yeah.
So
That's definitely
is that like an omission, really?
That's definitely a second date question for me. I usually go with that one, and then "Are you a virgin?" is usually a first date question.
That makes sense.
21.
No, I get that, but I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying in the case of Brian, What I'm saying is that there's an omission. So if you go for a year, right, and a girl's had boob job and things like this and knows that you don't like plastic surgery, that's why she omitted it. She hasn't lied to you, but she has done an omission here, which to me would be just as good as lying, essentially, right? So you just say, look, that's dishonest, even if the intent wasn't to lie directly.
Yeah, if you've made it clear that you don't like it, for sure.
Yeah, and I guess going back to your thing, so I mean, even going in, it's not 100% a deal breaker. Like if she has fake boobs, it is like a negative mark though. Like aesthetically, I don't like it, and then I'm gonna probably make some assumptions, whether correct or incorrect, like maybe proxy for mental illness, or she's just like, there's a degree of vanity there that I typically don't find attractive. It's not 100% a deal breaker, but it is like I am less inclined to date a woman with fake breasts.
So Brian, for you,
natural.
it's a red flag for you personally. Like let's say outside of the work.
Yeah, so it's not 100% deal breaker, but do you guys, is red flag considered deal breaker, or is it just something like I'm proceeding cautiously? I mean, for some people consider red flags deal breakers, but yes, it would be a red flag. Is it? But yeah, not 100% deal breaker, but I mean, it's just not my preference. It's not my preference.
Understandable.
But like, if the girl's otherwise amazing and meets all my other criteria, I don't think it would be 100% deal breaker. But I do have a strong preference towards, I'm a natural body supremacist. Natural body supremacist, prefer natural. I'll take flat or A cup over perfect fake titties. I did a poll on it on Twitter, actually. 80% of guys who responded to my poll said they'd prefer a girl who has A cups or who is flat over a girl who has perfect, like I think I said C cup, fake breasts.
I feel like your demographic might be biased, though.
Yeah. It could. Sure, it could.
It's your followers.
It also got into Twitter.
Well, wait, but I mean, shouldn't it be? So if the idea here is you're kind of sampling the demographic who are in the dating market, who are young men who are giving you their preference, like it seems like that's exactly the demographic you want to hear from, right?
But you're pulling from a religious demographic specifically.
What?
This isn't a religious demographic.
Or I guess more conservative. I mean, between Andrew, you're really religious, and I would say you're fairly conservative, so I'm assuming most of the people that watch you align in that camp?
Not whatever, no.
Not whatever explicitly, but
so I would
it's a specific following.
You know what I mean?
Well, I would agree with you on the Crucible, my channel, that probably 50-60% of people are religious. There's no doubt that that's true, but whatever's a whole different ballgame. I don't think most of the people there are religious at all.
Not specifically religious, but there's a type here. You know, the viewers are very familiar. They familiarize with his preferences, but I feel like that is only limited to your followers. So they are going to agree with his type of girl.
You'll have clips, right? Those clips will go out to millions of people, literally millions. And then you can start reading through the comments, right? And it's like there's an awful lot of men who seem to agree with the social circle that's speaking in these polls or whatever. Now, is she right? Is that astute scientific information? Well, no, right? Of course not. And nobody's saying it is. Just that I'm not sure that it's biased. I mean, that's kind of who we want to hear from, right? Is men who are in that demographic, who are in the dating demographic. That's who you would. I don't see what's biased about that.
Are you actually asking me, or you're just generally saying that?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like, what's actually biased about it? I don't know.
I think if you also polled your general community about certain viewpoints, they probably lean more conservative than liberal, so therefore they're probably going to align with more natural body types than non-natural body types.
You mean just any random community anywhere?
In whatever podcast specifically.
I mean, if you go on a female...
The problem with that is that most men lean conservative, period. Most women lean progressive. Most men lean conservative. Now, that's not saying that all women are progressives. It's not saying all men are conservatives. Just that most men lean more conservative, center-right. Most women lean center-left. You see that in their voting patterns. So wouldn't that be reflective? You're saying it's more conservative. They like natural body type. Seems like you're making the case that men generally would like a more natural body type, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even clear to me that liberal men would be more inclined to fake body types. I mean,
well, I agree. Hang on. I agree with that. But her point was to say, I think that because they lean conservative, therefore most conservative men likely would prefer to have natural body types. But if we extend that logic out, it's like, fair enough. But if most men then lean conservative, this would be most men would like natural body types, regardless of what liberal men do or don't like, right?
Yeah. Okay, we have a chat here from Jason. Yo, Jason, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Jason Castle donated $200. Ladies, listen to Buff David Bowie. He is making sense. Changing what you look like, especially to the extreme, is a mental illness. Gentlemen, not one step back.
Not one step back.
Man.
Yeah.
That's literally what's screaming.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, we're going to move on to the next.